RJ, turn around and take a screenshot, all of us.
Hurry, run! You scared?
I got Maggie!
Yes, I do.
Let's see the right answers.
Because, no, let's do.
Let the calming nature of Minesweeper take you away. Minesweeper is a very relaxing game. Oh, Sam, just right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't know, it just loads up as a blank screen.
As we're doing.
It is unfortunate.
So,
So,
I think now.
oh, hello, sis.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Alright, so we ready?
Okay, not be there also.
Trying to kill the zombies.
RJ, turn around and take a screenshot, all of us.
Hurry, run! You scared?
I got Maggie!
Yes, I do.
Let's see the right answers.
Because, no, let's do.
Let the calming nature of Minesweeper take you away. Minesweeper is a very relaxing game. Oh, Sam, just right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't know, it just loads up as a blank screen.
As we're doing.
It is unfortunate.
So,
So,
I think now.
oh, hello, sis.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Alright, so we ready?
Okay, not be there also.
Trying to kill the zombies.
RJ, turn around and take a screenshot, all of us.
Are you legit?
Oh, welcome to the podcast. Totally forgot to unmute us. Woo! Here's our chance to do a podcast right. Intro. I'm John, your host. With me tonight, as always.
And I'm Miko, whose streamers actually heard us talking. Go team.
And I'm Anna.
I'm still here, but I'm wondering why.
Oh. Listen.
Legit.
I was distracted. Listen, Jay not being here ruins me. Okay? 100%. If Jay's not here, I'm not on my A game. Jay is my A game. And he's not here to keep me on track.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Maybe one day we'll have a podcast that starts and it will have zero technical difficulties and it'll be great. But do you know the beauty of it is that if you go to Twitter at WDI Pod, you can watch the edited version of this episode after it comes out. And guess what? I edit out all the technical difficulties. So everyone thinks I'm perfect.
You're not perfect.
The reason people buy the DVDs or pay the extra money for the deluxe version is for the blooper reels.
Oh yeah, well that's why they can always go on our Twitch. Miko's Twitch, Nev's Twitch, my Twitch.
Not my Twitch. I'm just hosting you.
Okay, and they can watch.
He's like, I'm not even associated. This mess up is all you.
They can watch the bloopers as we.
Bloopers.
As we go silent. So how's everybody's week? How many people are playing Among Us?
Currently not right now.
I just posted the most amazing post ever because I've been sharing all the Among Us memes, and I finally came across the one. Me.
The imposter one?
Among Us memes, and I'm the imposter because I've never played.
I love Among Us.
All of my band students are talking about it. Like, apparently, I was like, oh my god, I love Among Us. And they're like, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. What?
I'm hip with it.
There's a good chance I will be playing Among Us during this podcast. Just throwing that out there.
Get your life together. Sort yourself out.
That game's so much fun. Like, I play it while I poop now.
As you should. It is a mobile game. That is what they were made for.
Mm-hmm. And I play it on PC also while I poop. Think about it. Just let it happen.
I don't want to think about it. Yeah, no, those words
Bad
that
thoughts.
do not be
Bad
in the
thoughts.
brains of the people.
What are we doing today?
What are we doing today? I don't know. I just show up.
We are journeying into the realm of crazy questions. My good friend Ron, protector of my energy and wrapper of my stones, has blessed us with some amazing inquiries that provoke thought, creativity, and it's just a smidge of insanity. I hope
Just a smidge. I have seen
a dash, just enough.
I have seen some of his questions that he posts on Facebook because we are Facebook friends, and they either amaze me or baffle me, and I think about them all day.
They definitely send you diving into the unthinkable because no one would think about this shit. No one.
And tonight, we as a podcast are going to answer these questions.
We're going to think about it.
We're going
to think about it. We are going to go there.
Miko, you keep swallowing your microphone.
I've never been there.
Do I? Oh my god.
I just keep hearing.
Is that better?
Oh, that's
The
better.
filing is complete, Mr. Johnson.
Ah,
Would you like me to work late tonight?
give me that ASMR. Ooh.
Well, that's too damn bad. Anyway, so we have
Time and a
9
half. I need
lovely
time and a half.
questions. Wow. Well, that's too bad, Toots. Yeah, see? So, are we ready for our first question?
I don't know. Are we ever
Good
ready
answer.
for our questions?
Good answer.
I'm always ready.
All right, this one's pretty mild. You ready?
Ready.
You wake up, morning shower, and wasps come flying out instead of water. What will you do?
Well,
I saw him post this question, and my first thought was, yeah, here we are. That was my first thought. Absolute silence. As my brain...
no, my first thought was, well, I'm turning off the water and getting the F out because I'm allergic.
Oh,
I feel
Lord.
like
Nope. I'd be like screaming. I wouldn't even like. I'd panic. I would not even turn off the water. I'd just run naked, just running, screaming.
now my question is, would I cover my genitals before leaving?
That
Like-
is the question. isn't
Not
it?
covered to protect
No.
anyone's eyes, but to protect them from the wasps. Because I feel like getting a wasp sting in your ding dong.
Anywhere is gonna hurt.
Yeah, but your ding dong would especially hurt,
Eh,
right?
I don't think it's gonna be any extra hurt.
You don't? Mm.
Nah.
I don't know.
In
I think you
here.
would underestimate how much you would scratch your balls and rearrange.
Yeah,
get
in
a-
here, ding dong wasp stings hurt so much more.
Ding dong wasp stings.
I feel like anaphylactic shock would hurt more. I don't
Yeah,
care
see,
where
I'm gonna have to
Wait a
take
minute.
pills regardless, just to not blow up and
But-
die.
Anaphylactic shock in the right place?
Are you?
What do you
making
think
a
Viagra
correct-
is? You know that was from a spider venom, right?
Swelling, man, I'm telling you. You come out and you're like, everybody's getting a wiener pick today.
Just call me the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah.
Oh no, I would probably scream like a little girl. Wonder how the physics happened that wasp came out of my shower head,
Right. Because I have one of those raindrop shower heads.
Really,
I don't
bro.
even know.
and then burn my house down.
Nah,
I
they
don't
were
remember
wasps,
what
not spiders.
cartoon or what show I saw this on, but it was just a bunch of bees, and the guy just kept yelling, "Oh my God, bees, 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 bees!" That's probably what I would do in the shower.
Bees.
I'm
'cause they
pretty sure mine would be a bunch of obscenities, like a bunch of just a string of very, very creative curse words.
because I'm gonna tell you right now, bees make honey. That's what's good about them. Wasps, they just hurt. They just hurt you.
People.
They just want to hurt people.
I don't make honey. I don't build things. I don't do none of that. I just want to hurt people.
Talk about going
I don't
back
even think
to
they're like a good food source for anything.
no, they don't
No.
make honey. They just hurt people.
They just hurt people.
That was a good
I
question.
wonder what the
All right.
point of wasps now are.
To hurt
To
people.
be dicks.
Now we're going to have to look
Planetary
at
dicks.
to inspire Pokemon and Digimon archetypes.
The dicks of the insect universe. Okay.
Okay. You ready for the next question?
Absolutely
Yes.
not.
You wake up in the morning and your floor is covered in about 6 inches of sand throughout the whole house. What you doing?
Beach day. Is it
John
wet
B.
sand?
Frost.
Is it wet
the
sand or
sand.
dry sand? Dry sand, because that makes a difference.
Does it? Explain.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Wet
because
sand-
wet sand sticks to everything.
Yeah, wet sand sticks
mean-
everything. And you can make sand castles.
Mhm.
True.
Okay, dry sand.
Places, dry sand gets in places that you can't brush off. Like it's
That is
just
true as well.
In the folds, bro.
Depends
in
on
the
the sand
fall.
too. Like, are we talking like Sahara sand? Or are we talking like,
Myrtle Beach
North Carolina?
sand.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach sand.
Well, then you have to
What
worry
kind of
about
sand are we
glass and cigarette butts. If
That's-
it's Myrtle Beach sand, you're like,
talking?
well,
Clearwater Beach sand.
I'm not stepping
That's
on that
mostly
barefoot.
seashells. I mean,
All right.
You're getting an STD.
Regular-
For me, I would, because I have 4 cats. I would probably be like, "Oh no,"
Yeah.
and just go ahead.
It's a
and get the
landmine.
scooper. Just go ahead and get the scooper and a baggie and just start searching.
There'd be cat poop everywhere in my house.
Cat poop everywhere, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't step on it.
I would just be uncomfortable all the time. Because I feel like you would never get that much sand out. Even if you
no.
hired somebody. That your house
Absolutely.
is done. You have the sand
Yeah.
house now.
Yep.
You could put it. You could sell it. You call it the sandcastle.
Yeah, well,
I mean, my next question would be, how the hell did all this sand get here and I didn't wake up?
Ron's like, I'm
Yeah.
amazing nobody said call the cleaning company. There's no amount of cleaning that's going to get 6 inches of sand.
Oh no!
Oh, dude, it's not quicksand, it's just regular
And the
sand,
cleaner will look at
Sean.
you like, "The fuck is happening here?"
Sand. I would be yelling at my children probably. That would be the first thought that goes off in my head. Is I'd wake up with like that much sand. I'd be like,
I know you.
"What did you do?"
Yeah. It would be I would immediately call my daughter because my son's not doing that. He would hate it. He would wake up and just start sobbing in his bed. He'd be like, I don't want to live here anymore. I don't like this mess. My daughter would be like, I did this.
She would.
Yeah, this
and
is
that is
me.
why she is amazing.
In fact, she'd walk in my bedroom, wake me up by pouring sand on my head, going, "Wake up, Daddy! Look what I have done. Look at me. I am your sand castle now." That's a good question, though. Yeah, I think. But maybe I'd have a beach day. The first day would be really awesome as you go through your entire house and there's sand everywhere.
You have to
Second
think
day-
about your electronics. All your
It's on the-
electronics.
It's on the floor. My PC is not on the floor. It is actually sitting.
Yeah,
on
but
the
it has a
stand.
fan, and that fan sucks in stuff.
Oh. No, yeah, just thank God I have homeowners insurance. Because
Yeah, right.
an hour and a half later, my house spontaneously
Would that be an
combusts.
act of God?
I don't know.
Like an extra plague we didn't read about in the Bible.
You're right.
The
You got sand
plague.
house. I'm sorry.
Does
It was
your
a good
homeowner's
play.
insurance cover hexes and witchcraft?
That would be the worst plague ever. Always have sand in your shoe.
Mm.
Have you
Ew.
ever had sand in
Well,
your
see, I don't like
underwear?
shoes, so it's fine. I could go without. That just means I'll walk around barefoot more than usual,
Yeah.
too.
You ever try to walk in sand at the beach? It's just so it makes my calves
Sink
hurt.
in it.
Yeah, and you walk, but you don't go anywhere. You're like, I'm walking. So it's like you go a half a
It
foot.
depends on the beach.
Regular beach sand is what he said, and I'm going to tell you right now, my calves would be thick. I'd have thick sand calves.
Sand calves, brouhaha.
All right, that was a good question.
All
Let's go
right.
back to Jay, he's missing all the fun.
Are you ready?
No.
You get drunk and wake up with your rear end glued to the ceiling and you looking down at the floor. What are you doing?
Stop drinking with Torch. That's an inside joke. No one in my audience got, but now that
I would-
seems pretty on par with what I would do.
I would
I wouldn't be
I would have
surprised.
to ask. I would have to. Well, first I'd have to ponder. What kind of glue is this? Because that's amazing. I could glue a couch
Ooh.
back together. Like, that's crazy.
That would.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
would-
how did they do it to get you so firmly stuck and yet you're not hurting?
you
enough
probably-
to
You're
Probably
not
enough?
ripping the skin off your ass.
Yeah,
I think my first thing I would do is hope that I don't have to poop.
That is a good point. That is a really good point.
Because it's just
Or-
going to, gravity is going to make that a very bad day.
You haven't pooped.
no, well, maybe not. Maybe that's the way you get off the ceiling. I mean,
You power poop.
Yeah, like peanut butter and gum in your hair. Like so maybe that's the way you get your ass unstuck.
I
Power-
want
yeah.
Now
want a
powered by
sound
power
clip.
poop propulsion.
I want a sound clip of me just coming to the conclusion. Power poop?
Power poop. Brouhaha.
That's how I solve all life's problems.
power pooping. By the power of poop.
It's,
The power of poop compels.
Yeah.
that's how you win a poop battle.
Well, actually, it propels
The power
you there.
poop.
I will use my power of literal doo-doo water to release me from
Oh,
the
guys,
water.
guys, I literally got to say doo-doo water, literal doo-doo water today, and it be in context and make sense. Y'all want to hear
To
the
normal
story?
people?
To normal people.
Go for it.
So, okay.
Sure.
I was with somebody who will remain nameless, my wife, because she'd kill me if I told the story. And she
Sounds
sat
like
down.
murder.
Yeah, I'm getting murdered tonight if she comes in and hears me tell the story. And I had my glass of water sitting on the floor, and she comes in and sits on the floor in front of me and rips it. And I was just like, oh, my water's right there. And I looked. Yeah, she just walked in. And I just looked at her. I looked at her.
And he was never for her
Here's
from
the burn.
again.
Everyone say goodnight, John. Goodbye, John.
Goodbye, everybody. This will be my last podcast. And I
We'll
just looked
speak
at her
well of you at
very
your
dead
funeral.
face. And I was like, now I have literal doo-doo water. And lost it.
Wow. She got the last one. You can't just tell the world you have flip one
He
on
was
podcast.
like, nope.
Listen, I tell it with love. All the love.
All the
The
love.
light
Don't
went
worry,
off, so
nobody-
she grabbed
nobody
him into
watches
the
this
darkness, and no
podcast.
one knows what
If,
happened.
right, if he gets grabbed and just backs out of the darkness, it's over for him.
Yep.
We should just put up a nice screen like on Dark Souls. You died.
You've done.
No, not my computer.
Literal.
All right, next question.
You roll over to kiss your mate good morning and see the rear end of a skunk, not their face. Kiss it anyway?
Well, after tonight, probably what's gonna happen to me. It's a good question because I need to prepare for this because I feel like that's gonna be my morning tomorrow.
Probably.
No.
Probably indeed.
I wake up.
I mean, I would examine the butt of the skunk to make sure it was connected to the rest of the skunk, and not, like my mate's face turned into a skunk's butt.
See, that's
That'd be
what
a
I
bit
would
more
think.
concerning.
Like mate's face turned into a skunk butt. A skunk butt, brouhaha.
And to be honest, I have cats who love
So that
to
is
show.
a regular occurrence.
Yeah, they love to show me their butthole when I'm in bed. They're just like, "Hell, you're laying in bed? Have you seen my butthole today?"
Yeah.
So there's a good chance I'm already mentally prepared to not kiss small animal butt because I've had cats long enough to check before I pucker.
Mm-hmm.
Sean used to have a skunk as a pet.
Sean,
Sean.
What?
you're
Yeah.
getting a little interesting, man. I like it.
Just FYI, maybe he can tell you that story later.
Though he might be the imposter.
He's always
definitely
the imposter. Always. But no, I would not be kissing skunk ass. No.
Skunk kisses? No skunk butt kisses?
What about
No
you?
skunk.
Nick?
Skunk butt kisses.
Well, I mean, going back off what Nev said, if my mate's face had turned into a skunk butt, I would probably still kiss it because Scotty is an asshole in the morning anyway, and I don't really see a difference.
Oh,
He does not become
good.
human until 10 a.m. Like he's like a blind grizzly bear that's been beat over the head with a club and woken up out of hibernation in the mornings. Like he's angry, he's cursing at everything, the wall, the doorknobs. And then at 10 o'clock, he's just human again. I think it's because his soul literally leaves his body at night and has to reattach very aggressively in the morning when he wakes up.
Now,
Not just attach aggressively.
now,
Well,
I'm
he's
wanting
going to
this.
passively attach.
All right, who wants to come back here? No one.
I want us to really consider the fact that the skunk may spray you. But I wake up, and if I'm going to kiss my wife, especially tomorrow, when I'm because I have to apologize for telling the fart story on the podcast, I talk very gently, be like, "Baby, sweetie."
She's gonna spray you with her skunk butt face.
Yeah, I'm gonna get sprayed by a skunk tomorrow.
But,
So I will. I tell you what, I will tweet the answer to that question tomorrow.
Okay. Skunk butt raw.
Follow us on Twitter at WDIPod.
where we talk about skunk butt in great detail.
Skunk butt brouhaha. The best part of waking up is kissing a skunk butt.
When we
My hero.
if we ever get merch, that's the first shirt we're making. Right there.
That is throwing a whole cup.
That and don't bring a shark to a poop fight.
I'm gonna put that. Don't bring a shark to a poop fight. And it's gonna be a coffee cup, and it just says the best part about waking up is kissing the skunk's butt, and just have a little
butt on the
skunk.
bottom of the cup.
Oh yeah, put an anus on the. I'll get my art department right there, right on it, drawing skunk butt.
Skunk butt.
Skunk butt.
Brought to you by Skunk Butt. All right. You are
Brought to you.
dared to press someone's ears to their head and super glue them. $5,000 offer. Would you?
Nope.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
I do it for 1,000. Like 5. Like yeah,
I've done worse for giggles to Jay.
I do it for $10.
$10 is different. Well, what's funny is when I saw this one posted, someone said I would literally do that for a bag of Doritos. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I would do that
looking
for
right
a
now.
Klondike bar.
But like
Migos.
anybody though, like for real, like what about?
I'm sorry. If someone came up to me and super glued my ears, that person's shank right there.
Now you're gluing the ears back. So hold on, let me demonstrate this.
Yeah, but you're walking up to somebody to glue their
You're
ears
taking
back.
the
You're
ear-
putting glue on their ears and sticking it to their back to their head.
People that pay a lot of money to get that done. A lot
That's
of
good for
money.
them. I didn't pay anybody to get it done. So
Listen,
if you did it to me,
All
I'd
right,
shank
Nika,
you.
this is the deal I'm gonna make with you. He pays you $5,000. You come to me. You give me 1,000 of that. I'll let you do it willingly, and we'll film it and we'll put it on and we'll make so much money.
Hot.
Right?
Nice.
Hot.
I have glued worse things to worse things.
The second you said that, my brain said ball sack. Toilet
Yeah.
seat.
The second you said that, I thought ass to ceiling.
You also have to remember, I am part of the Jackass generation.
Yeah,
That is true.
Me and Jay have super glued each other to places. That's why, like, the butt glued to the ceiling don't faze me.
Y'all are a weird breed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm part of the generation that looked at the Jackass generation and went, "Is this what we're doing now?"
And
I
it
will
is.
say the
And it
Anaconda Ball
was.
Pit was my favorite Jackass thing ever.
Anaconda ball. Ooh.
It
Yeah.
was on, I think it was either the second movie, or the first movie. I can't remember. But they put 2 anacondas in a ball pit and they had to wrestle it, wrangle it, and put it in a crate. And they got the first one and they were like, "Yeah, we did it!" And they completely forgot about the second one.
I think there was at one point in time. Oh, go ahead, Anna.
No, I call snakes nope ropes. Like that is
Nope
like my
ropes.
phobia. I can't.
You can't. They're just
Nope.
dead. They're just cold muscles.
Nope,
That's
nope,
it.
nope, nope.
Nope rope.
Nope rope. Nope rope.
I love snakes.
It makes it a weird song.
I caught a snake in your yard one time, Anna.
I almost stepped on a snake in my yard, which is why I have a phobia of snakes.
Mushroom.
I'm gonna tell a story of when I was a teenager.
No
And
rope.
we got this from Jackass or CKY, which was before it was Jackass.
See, y'all are the reason they put up those disclaimers before. Talking about
Yeah,
don't do this.
I super glued my butt cheeks together and pooped.
He said that. He said that. You guys heard that. Okay.
We all went dead silent. We're like,
That's staying in, by the way. That dead silence. Usually I edit out the silences. I'm keeping it. All right. Next question.
I got nothing for that.
Next question.
Nothing. Okay. You see 20 people kneeling before a plastic chicken. They want you to join in the Church of the Chicken fantasy. Would you? My
Yes.
question would be, do they have cookies?
Yeah.
And what kind of chicken is it?
All right. Tomorrow I'm going to tweet the back of my office. I have a collection of every weird religious thing that gets mailed to the library. I love that shit. I'm 100% down for the chicken. That is my new god now.
Church of the
Chicken
chicken.
God, brouhaha.
Chicken god.
The
The
church-
plastic
Brouhaha.
chicken.
No,
Plastic
yes.
chicken.
Plastic chicken. Brouhaha. Join us.
Church of the
Does
Chicken.
that mean we can't eat chicken anymore, or do we?
That's a good question.
Consume-
Well, maybe it's the highest
can't eat
form of
plastic
worship
chicken
to
anymore.
consume your god.
I mean, you can't. Well, I don't know. I mean,
You could
people
consume
eat
it,
the
like
body
you
of
can
I
eat
mean,
Christ,
it.
it might be like a
the
communion.
blood of Christ,
You know, you
so
eat
maybe-
the chicken and
Right.
yeah.
The blood,
Ooh,
like
they
the
can
blood
have
of the
chicken
chicken.
wings at the communion.
Yeah. With beer, chicken wings and beer. Like that's
Absolutely.
100%.
That way, I would be down for Church of the Chicken.
yes. If that were the case, then I'd
Church
be
of
down
chicken.
for the Church of the Chicken.
If I ate chicken, I'd be down for the Church of the Chicken in that way.
Oh, because the poison.
Oh my!
Oh, this is
Great
going to
one,
be a
'cause
good
it
one.
totally pertains to us. Oh my gosh! So, 1 million to throw a killer bee nest in a breakable glass box into the podcast studio and lock your co-hosts in.
Oh, 100%. Fuck you
For a
guys.
million?
Guys,
Okay.
But $1 million?
I'm down.
$1 million. I
I'm-
told
I'm
you an
good. It's good to
EpiPen
know
or
I'm gonna
two
die
also.
for $1 million. That's
Would you
I
throw us
told
an
you an
EpiPen when you
Yeah, I
threw it
told
in?
you. Yeah. I'd
Wait
be
a
like, hey
minute.
guys, catch this, and I'll catch that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. No, I'd be like, hey, could you do me a favor? Just bring like 6 EpiPens with you to work today.
What?
Don't
just do it. Don't even think about it.
Yeah,
Just
don't
do
think
it.
about it. Just bring 6 EpiPens with you to work today.
if you told me that, I'd bring a
BC.
flamethrower to work.
Yeah.
6 EpiPens and a shot back, so you can get all bees.
Now, are they honeybees? Because those are endangered, so I'd have to like do. I'd have to
They're
check. like-
Africanized. They're Africanized.
Yeah, it said Africanized killer bees. So that's why I
Oh.
said I'm dead. If one of those stings me, there's no EpiPen
Yeah.
that's gonna save
Yeah,
that.
but there's no coming back from that.
And we will weep for you.
Yeah.
Said
I will
I'm
miss
sorry,
you
I-
all.
I'm good.
Honestly, I wouldn't do it. If I was going to be 100% honest, I would
your
be
name,
Listen.
hold a monumental vigil,
As
and before the end of the fiscal year, take out an insurance claim.
Hey, Miko, as the glass came
Buy
down,
another
you
plane.
would just see me slow motion doing the thumbs up. Just like, I understand.
I told John in
wouldn't
front of
do
me. That's probably what I'd do. Like,
And I would just be like,
He attacked that coin.
Oh.
I understand.
Are y'all ready for this one? This one's
No.
awful.
Wait, it's worse than killing your coworkers as the podcast co-host of the podcast. I like it.
It's close. It's really
All right.
close. It's like you would sit there the whole time. I know I'd sit there the whole time and be like,
Ooh, so it's cringeworthy. I like it.
$25,000 to swap somebody's nasal spray and fill it with ghost pepper juice. They inhale and, well, would you do it?
nope. After the Chet challenge, hell no. I am not inflicting that on anybody.
Nev, how did your one chip challenge go?
I hated it. It was bad. 1 out of 10 would not do again.
Did you cry, Nev? Like, did you?
Yes, I teared. There was no way I couldn't.
Oh
Do
my.
not eat this stuff.
I
This
bet you that is the
dangerous,
most.
horrible stuff.
What
That
is
is the
it?
most Nev probably ever emoted in his entire life. It
It's
is
a
the
hot
one chip challenge. It's a box, and that's the box, and it has one chip in it.
Yeah, and it
And
tastes worse than ass.
And it is the hottest thing you will ever eat.
And or shit out.
Yeah, have you
Actually,
cooked-
no. The opposite end wasn't too bad for me.
That's good.
It was much worse going down than it was going out. Though my
to
two
know.
brothers, they both vomited. I did not. So
Oh.
I bet you that is the most you've ever emoted in your life, isn't it?
Naked potato cat.
Sorry. She was like meowing at the door.
her.
And she was like not going to have any.
So Scotty almost brought home another cat today, guys. We are terrible at this. We're terrible at this. He called me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm about to go home. What are you doing?" "You want a red cat?" I said,
Now,
I'm not going to say no. What do you mean? Why? What is happening? He's like, well, his boss or whatever, he has this orange barn cat that stays outside, and apparently there's a litter of its kittens just running around. And he's like, I mean, if I could chase this one down, I'll probably bring it home. I was like, okay.
chase
Is it
this
male
one
or
down.
female? Do you know? He's like, I don't, but if I can get close enough to it, I'll figure it out. And I'm just like, didn't we just do this last month? Didn't we just say we don't need any more animals? Didn't we just throw out $1,300 on one of these? Babe, leave the cat alone. Are you sure? No, but leave it alone.
wait a minute. Now, I have a caveat to this question. Does it have to be someone we know and like, or can it be an enemy?
That would have to be clarified by Ron. I don't know. Either way, that's cruel as fuck. I don't know.
He said
I mean,
no.
I can't stand
No.
people.
So if it was somebody I hated, oh, I'm on that. $25,000.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I thought about doing that for free.
Like, you gotta sit there and watch it though? Oh no, I can't.
Oh, 100%. There's
Oh,
a
no,
couple people.
no. My choice method of killing somebody is poison, because you can sit there and just watch it happen. Just saying.
You heard it here first on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
If her husband ever kicks it, that's the first thing they're going to test for.
It's always the spouse. You always suspect the spouse first.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, if I could do that to an enemy, 100%, and I'd watch, and I would sit there like this. Excellent.
Yes, excellent. All right,
no.
last question. Are y'all ready? Oh boy. 1 million
They're headed to the
to dive totally nude into a pool of electric eels, or take 4 punches to the face from Mike Tyson.
Eels,
Wait,
100%.
What am I getting out of this?
$1 million?
Yep.
I'll do the eels. They hurt like shit, but they won't kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with eels too, because see,
I'm
this
going
right
with
here, we value this a bit too much
Yeah.
for Venus.
Dude, I'm already ugly enough. Mike Tyson's not going to make me any prettier.
Well, I'm more worried. You know, you have more chances of dying by concussion than eels. So
Yeah, I'm going to have to take the eels and the money.
Yeah, and listen, I've watched enough hentai that I might enjoy it.
Oh.
Slipping around. They may not shock. They may just be like wriggling around. By the
Now
way,
that
guys,
you
tune
say
in
that,
to
I'm
the
trying to
Dinks and Kinks.
remember. Womp womp. Now that you say that, I'm remembering the last time I visited an aquarium and actually saw an eel. Ugh.
Yeah, they're ugly. They are not pretty.
They're ugly.
They
Like
are
Flotsam
ugly.
and Jetsam from The Little
And-
Mermaid are as
yeah.
pretty as they get.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They get
Like
those
they look
eyes,
like
big
they look
bug
like
eyes.
angry Beavises.
They do.
Yes, Ron, we want a
Ugh,
bonus
that's
question. Absolutely.
Yes, bonus question.
Because we're only at like, I
Bonus
think,
round.
37 minutes in.
35
so
minutes. Yep.
He's going to give
We're
us a
all
bonus
waiting.
question. I'm excited. So,
What are you doing?
while we wait, Miko, are we having a wedding tomorrow? In 7 days?
You're not having a wedding until I can get
Zombies in a cage.
zombies in a cage. I want zombies at my zombie wedding. It can't
Okay.
happen without them. They have to be part of the congregation.
To do that, Nev's going to have to turn the block damage down to like 0.
And that's fine. And you're gonna have to build me a cage.
All right.
And I'm
I
this
have a-
close to tweeting the devs and be like, you think you guys could throw a wedding dress in there?
Just dye your skirt
But see, if they
white.
did that, we'd have to patch. That'd be the only way we'd get it in, which means we'd need a whole new server.
Why don't you just dye your skirt white?
Ew. I'll have to
But-
think about it.
Yeah, think about it.
Or we could do it total Betazoid rules. We could get naked.
Yeah.
We could get married naked.
I'd be down for a
Yeah,
nude
naked
7
wedding.
days wedding.
She's
Um,
so pretty.
I'm playing Among Us again Friday for community game night because
He's addicted.
I'm addicted.
He is addicted.
And it is really fun playing with people you know. It sucks playing with randos.
Yes, it does.
I might jump on. Me and my group
That's
were
any
supposed to
game.
play last Friday,
Well,
and we didn't.
most
And I was like,
games.
damn, I could have been playing with community game night, but here I am with you assholes.
Yeah, we played what for what? We kept just doing one more round. We could do
Yeah,
one more
we
round.
were.
One more round. It's getting late. We were tired.
All right. Say bye.
While we wait, I actually have something. I tweeted out earlier. Send us your anime filter pics. And because of Twitter is so new, no one tweeted, so I was real sad. So in place of that, you guys were nice enough to put all your anime filter pictures in the chat. So I have them here, and I want to break them out and put them where our respective people are. We'll scale that down. This is me.
Oh Lord, let me look at these.
I'm looking at the there it
Let's
is.
see.
Wow, that's huge.
I had two choices with Miko. I went with the prettier one.
Dude, you know,
You're insinuating that
I had
she has
a
an
lot.
ugly one.
Oh, that other one she put in the group was what I really wanted to put in there. Never you're gonna get
Oh,
Jay.
look at them.
'Cause
I don't want Jay's.
Scotty's
Jay's will be over here on the side. And because I don't have one for
Yeah, I told you why you don't have one for me.
why don't you tell the podcast why?
Because if I were to appear in an anime, I wouldn't look so soft as these images look, and I'd probably be a hentai demon. So
And
He'd probably look exactly like Cthulhu.
I'm
Japanese
gonna put Jay's
Maybe.
name back on Jay so everyone knows it's
Maybe.
Jay. There's
I'm
Jay.
cute.
He's right there. The best part is I actually Googled hentai monsters. I could not find one that Twitch would probably allow to be on the stream without
no,
very
probably
much
not.
censoring. So here are our animes, and we have a question from Ron now. All right.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
Okay, you were having breakfast, and somebody slipped you a drug that has you hallucinate. So you start eating what you think is cereal, and you are actually eating a bowl full of maggots that they slipped in on you. Once you come off,
And come off that high, what happens? Well, you know what happened with John.
We got him! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh, that's funny. Oh Lord!
And you know what's funny? It's like in the Georgian England, like maggots were a thing. Like you ate it with cheese. That was like the protein.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I die.
Before, but
That's 100% how I die.
okay.
No, that's
so
not how I die. That's how someone else is dying. I know that.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
Oh,
all about how your life
can't.
got turned upside down.
Can you tell this story? I mean, judging
Yeah.
by your
Like,
face, I'm not
like
sure
you're-
you can get through this
You're getting a
story.
little flustered over there, Buffalo.
So when I was going through my divorce, my ex-wife was moving out. She had made some pizza, like frozen pizza in a pan in the oven, got drunk and forgot about it. Moved out the next day. I'm a single dude. I'm a single
Lord.
dude, so I don't use the oven. Weeks go by.
No.
Weeks go by. I meet my current lovely wife, who will someday forgive me. And she's like, "Oh, let's make dinner at the house." And I'm like, "Yeah." I open the oven. Several-week-old pizza. And that's the end of my story.
Oh my god.
I
Oh my god. Oh.
that's
right.
that's my no. That's my no. I am out.
Mm-mm.
I have nothing more to add to this podcast except for vomit.
Yeah,
And
I don't
tears.
do maggots. Like, so my sister, she's like deathly afraid of slugs or whatever. I'm like, what is wrong with you, Boa? But maggots, especially the big old grubby looking ones, can't do it.
Don't you remember growing up? We
Can't
didn't,
do it.
because we lived so far out in the country. We collected our trash in like one of those big bins, and we'd only take it like once a week. And so it was like our job to load the trash bags in this that was loaded in this big bin. And so there used to be the week old trash that was underneath. Yeah, it was no, like, and there were 4 girls in the house. There was no, like,
Nope.
if I found out I was eating maggots, I
Okay, Sean. Single dudes do use the oven, but not 20-year-old single dudes.
Fair.
Not me, 20.
don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
I'm thinking
Rainbows,
about it.
unicorns.
I'm thinking about
Don't think it. Don't say it. Don't think it. Don't say it. Don't think it,
Rainbows,
don't
unicorns, rainbows, unicorns.
I'd share my story,
Happy
but I don't
fun
want to
time.
embarrass my children, so no.
I'm gonna embarrass one of my exes / roommates. And this is part of the reason why I left him, to be honest. So again, I've got a vast array of animals. Always have had a vast array of animals. And whoever moves in with me, if I'm, nice enough to get you a place to stay or whatnot, or shorten up on your rent or whatever, or buy you food whenever I go grocery shopping, it would be nice if you watch my pets when I go off gallivanting or whatever, right? That's the agreement. And I don't know, keep the fucking place clean. You fucking live here too. I can't remember where I went. I think I went on a cruise or something. Yeah, I went on a cruise for about a week. And at this point, he had already proven to me that he just can't be trusted watching my fucking animals, even because I'm type A as fuck. I prep every bit of food and every bit of liquid that they drink for the week. All you have to do is open a Tupperware and hand it to them and then put it in the sink. That's it. And so I hired one of our friends to come over, even though he's in the house, to tend to the animals, take them out, feed them, whatever. Only thing he had to do was keep the place clean. Wash the dishes that you use. If the trash starts to smell weird, walk it 5 feet across the street and toss it in the dumpster. Again, I'm gone for a week. I left. I said, hey, you should probably take the trash out and don't forget to, wash up these dishes in the sink. John, you probably shouldn't be showing your pussy on the podcast. But
Trying to
and I
catch
get
a
back
fly.
a week later, and I'm like, my house reeks. It's awful. It feels gross. You ever just smell a smell that just makes the whole area feel gross? That's how my
It's
kitchen
thick.
smells.
A thick
And I
stink.
was like, ugh. It's like, what is that? And I'm like, dude, go take out the garbage. And he actually went to go take out the garbage, only to find not only were there maggots in the garbage bag, but they had gone through the bag and they were in the can. So I was like, just toss the whole fucking thing away. I don't want it anymore. Just toss the whole thing in the fucking trash. I couldn't believe it. And so I went over to, rinse out a cup or something and go look at the dishes. There were maggots in my sink.
Ew.
In my sink. Crawling around in my dishes.
I've never puked on camera before, but this might be
Ooh,
a
if you
first.
do, we can rewind it and put it in slow-mo. It'd be awesome.
We can clip it. We can clip it.
We
yeah.
can clip it, and it'll be on my OnlyFans.
And that's not the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake is he looks over and sings. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Nah,
Oh.
done.
The month
Did you rub his
after-
face in it?
Huh?
Did you rub his
I
face
did
in
not
it?
rub his face in it.
I would have rubbed
I
his
would
face
have
in
rubbed
it.
someone else's face in me. And then
No.
no.
Take him by the neck. You see this? No.
You see this? You did this.
Bad.
No. We don't do this in the house.
God.
Yes, that's what I would do. Cameron, got all weird.
Yeah, you went out of focus.
I
You want
know,
some
I was like,
more,
what?
or have your minds had enough? You know what? I'll go for one more question. Just no maggots. Okay, 100%. One more question. No maggots. Just not
Let
having
it be more. Let it be morally corrupt.
Let it be
let
morally
us
corrupt,
question
but
our
Like,
our
would you
own
knock
morals.
over Tiny Tim and beat him to death with his own crutch for like 50 mil? Like, I would answer that.
100% would do it. Would do. Morally corrupt.
I couldn't kill somebody.
Question us. Let us question the very fabric of
Let
our
us
reality. The name of
Let
this
us have
episode is literally "We Question Reality." So
Is it?
yeah, that's what I named it.
Oh, okay.
That's what's going to be on the
Hot.
Spotify.
Is that?
It will.
Is it really?
It will. And then I'll be tweeting out all our anime pics, and I will find a tentacle monster for Nev and put it on.
Do you want me to
Twitter.
find one for you? I probably have one.
Okay, yes. Send me one, and I will post that for Nev, and I'll put her
Because
name.
John,
down.
will just post a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
That's okay.
That's
cool
what
too.
That's what I call my penis.
Or the
course you
spaghetti
do.
monster would be cool too. I do.
Oh, so other than gagging in the back of my throat and playing Among
We need a
Us,
palate cleanser.
We do. We need a palate cleanser. We need to talk about things that have been going on in the world. Election is coming up.
No, we should not talk about that
all I'm
we
going
had
to
bad
say-
news today, and I don't want to talk
All
about
I want to say is
Right.
make sure you register to vote.
Make sure you check your polling place. If you haven't done your absentee, to make sure it will be open to physically go. I did that today.
it. Yeah,
Register
I
to
had my
vote.
early voting places all picked up.
I'm lucky. I work at an early voting place, so I will be voting, and I know for a fact
Hot.
they're open. But absolutely, register to vote. Vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I am absolutely going to tell you to vote. You need your voice's opinion. Vote out Trump. You got to get out there. You got to get. We need our voices heard.
We need sensible.
And on
people
other
that-
disturbing news, on sides of things, I just want everyone and all allies to know your black friends are tired. That's
Very.
it. Very tired. Don't ask us how we are. Just know that we're tired.
I always assume you're all tired because you all look tired. But you always look tired.
Oh my gosh. I had two of my old bosses tell me that once because I was like on my way out. I was about to finish up my program or whatever. And it was like an internship / paid job or whatever. And they were like, well, I mean, you seem to be, taking things a little bit less seriously. You just kind of seem tired. I looked those men dead in the eye. I said, first of all, you never tell a woman that she looks tired. Do you understand? Second, all of the shit that I do is because I can do this shit twice with my eyes closed. It's not hard. I don't ever understand people that think meetings have to be so frequent
Or long.
It could be an
or
email.
long. I literally was pre-recording my shit, sending it via email to my staff, and like email me or text me if you got questions. There's no need for us to coordinate schedules. None of that. All the shit that we're doing now, that's normal. I was doing.
Well, I had to print out with my old boss. I printed out one of those. Can this be an email? Do we need to meet? That checklist that and I put it on the back of his door and behind his computer and said, if it checks off on any of these, email it to us. Do not call a meeting. And he's like, okay. I was like, yeah, I've got stuff to do. Like, I don't need a meeting.
Yeah, thank God. My supervisor hates meetings. And
I hate meetings.
yeah, she will always be like, oh, I'll email you. Or I'll just catch you and tell you what's going on. We'll have a little powwow about it. So I didn't sleep at all last night. I came home and slept. I took a half day at work today because my daughter stepped in a fire ant nest.
She was such a trooper. Oh my gosh.
Oh, by the time I got there, so the daycare called me and I'm like, gotta go. And like I literally ran back into my office and said, daughter stepped in a fire ant nest, bye. Left work, went and got her. By the time I got there, she was already cracking jokes. Yeah, she was fine. I'm like, okay, we're going to go get her some medicine, some cortisone cream. On the way there, she's counting her ant bites.
Aww.
She's like, I got 15 teen.
She's
ant
going
bites.
to grow up to be the most adorable sociopath I've ever met. And I can't wait.
And then on the way home, I went, because I came home and slept, because I did not sleep at all last night because she was itchy, so she kept waking up. And then she decided to wake up at 4:30. Sorry, I'm still thinking about. And so we're walking home and we pass by an ant nest. She goes to lift her foot up. She goes, I'm going to kill them. And I was like, don't step in the ant nest. She goes, Daddy, they bit me. I'm going to kill them.
They bit me. They got it coming.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, so the difference is between my son and my daughter. My son, if he gets bit by one bug, he will never go near another insect in his life. And he'll tell you why. He'll be like, no, just not worth the risk. I don't want to feel that again. My daughter gets chewed up. And the next day she's like, I'm going to put my foot in it. I'm going to show him I don't care. Fight
You're
me.
raising your daughter right. You're raising your daughter right, though. That's nice.
Hey, listen. Little man's got some strong boundaries, and that's what I like about him.
No, and he's like, listen, he doesn't get whiny. He doesn't get scared. He's just like, no, I understand the consequences of my actions. I know this will be bad. My daughter's like, what, that hurt? Nah, I'll do it again.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay, here we go. We have our last question.
All right.
Nev, you read this one just because the last one I didn't make it through.
A convicted murderer has went free and is now in a wheelchair. He maintains he was innocent concerning his crimes. Overall, he was guilty of killing someone close to you. You are in New York and on top of a building, and he has found you to come apologize for his wrongful conviction.
There's more. Okay, there's more coming.
Yeah, I was like, where's the rest of
this? Sounds like the start of a movie.
It does.
It could potentially be an
especially
action.
when Nev is narrating it like that.
Yeah, I was like, that's a really good question for Nev to read. This is either going to be an action drama. He has a gun.
He has a gun. Someone saw him and called the cops. What is there? Is there more? Is there like, what do you do?
He's walking us through this scenario, and my heart's already beating. I'm ready for this. Ethan Hawke should be one of them.
Yes, more. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to put Ethan Hawke as the wheelchair-bound bad guy, probably.
Ethan Hawke? No. Let's go with Well, what's your reason for Ethan Hawke?
Just because I feel like he has that kind of sunken-in face a little bit now that he's older.
He's like Matt Damon, innocent, but still gritty enough that he could be bad.
Mm-hmm. And he has that like sunken-in face with the scraggly beard. Like he rocks a scraggly beard, like chin hair a little bit. So I see him being in a wheelchair, just like with a bitter look on his face.
Didn't do it. I can't apologize.
I don't know who should play the protagonist in this. Maybe all right, there's more.
But what about Crispin Glover? Would be a good.
Crispin Glover would be a good protagonist.
Would he? A protagonist, you think?
Yeah, I could see him dealing with the moral dilemma of what he should do here. Like, he's not the guy in the wheelchair. He's the one who's had his family wronged, and him overcoming.
Overcoming.
Yeah, he's overcoming. I'd watch Crispin Glover overcome. Because I like him, but he would make a really good protagonist. But maybe. I don't know if you get him.
Or Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy would also be a good, either good guy or bad guy.
Naked potato cat.
All right, Nev, let's read the rest of that question. Let's see how.
Okay. You want me to go from the top, or do you want to just...
Yeah, go. I tell you what, go from the top.
Okay. A convicted murderer has went free and is now in a wheelchair. He maintains he was innocent concerning his crime. Overall, he was guilty of killing someone close to you. You are in New York and on top of a building, and he has found you to come to apologize for his wrongful conviction. He has a gun. Someone saw him and called the cops. You get the gun from him, and he falls from the chair and somehow is now teetering on the edge of the building and hanging on to a cable. But you grab the cable, and he's now dangling, and you are the only one who can save his life. The cops bust in and urge you not to let go, but you are conflicted. You think about the person you love he killed. Do you let go and let him fall, or do you do as the cops say and let him live by pulling him up?
All right, there's two ways to go about this.
Yeah.
You let him go, and then the whole movie. This starts at the beginning of the movie, and then it's you going to jail and learning about that life, seeing the perspective from him, or it's the end of the movie, and you have built the courage and the compassion of forgiveness.
Or you haven't, you just let him die because you just not.
Mind you, he maintains he was innocent.
Or third option. Granted, he's already in a wheelchair. You pull him up, the cops come and gather, and you cap him in the knees just because for shits and giggles. I mean, you feel better. He served his time. It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
That's better than what I thought you were going to say, Miko.
I thought you were going to say have sex with him. But
no, I was thinking something like way crueler, like you pull him up, put him in the wheelchair, and then push the wheelchair off the building.
That's terrible. That's the worst of a perfectly good wheelchair. Absolutely not.
No, you don't ruin the wheelchair.
It can be repaired.
I say you take him out on a date. You save his life and say, okay, but you have to take me on the best date I've ever been in my life. We go to a romantic place. They come play music for us. And this becomes a Hallmark movie where I fall in love.
Or this becomes a different movie where it doesn't work out between you two, but you're like, you know what? You're a good person. You should get out there. And then you catfish him for 6 months, right? And then you break his fucking heart.
That's it right there. I like Miko. Miko wins the podcast.
Winning.
Miko wins the podcast.
She emotionally destroys them. She's
emotionally destroyed.
And then 6 months later, you just turn on your webcam and go, "It was me, you bitch."
It was me. Tell Cersei it was me.
Make him buy a ring.
Right.
I like it. Tell him to meet you, and you're going to be.
No, if you really want to mind fuck him, what you have to do is you have to catfish him as the dead person that he killed.
Bum, bum, bum. Then it becomes a I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Horror movie.
Pretty Little Liars.
100% love it.
Awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed all this. Maybe not so much the maggots and now the eels.
Listen, it just got out of my head.
Bad.
I've got to.
I wouldn't kill the guy. Pull him up.
I've got to go kiss skunk.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill him.
Doo-doo water.
Literal doo-doo water. Is anything else?
We need to hop back onto Left 4 Dead because I want to shoot things.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of.
Oh, Left 4 Dead had a patch.
Did it?
Yeah, I heard someone talking about it on one of the streams. They were saying they were patching a bunch of Left 4 Deads. I think there's some new mission or something. I'm wondering if it's happened yet or if they were talking in a future tense.
We'll have to check that out. Yeah, we definitely need to play. I think we're nearing the end of our world in 7 days.
We are, especially with the patch out now. I don't want.
Yeah.
I want one blood moon where our base makes it, and I don't cry.
I really like the repeated blood moons. I like that idea. I want to see because it was kind of fun surviving with Jay and the two of you always dying. It was different.
I only died twice. I was running around being a badass,
and I didn't. Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Were you running around?
You weren't there. You weren't there. You don't know. She lives in Canada. She goes to a different school. She goes to a different school. You don't know her.
Your girlfriend from Canada?
She's from Canada. She goes to a different school.
You don't even go here.
Everybody say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Remember, follow us on Twitter. We'll be posting crazy crap. Tomorrow night, blood skirt with the blue. I mean, blood skirt. Blue skirt.
Blood
Blood
skirt with the
skirt.
blue
With the blue moon.
Blood skirt's something totally different, John.
Yeah, blood skirts.
the
And
blood moon
Ron, you
boys.
should totally hop over to my stream and watch my outro. There's something special for you.
Ooh, you have an outro.
I do. I've had an outro for a couple of weeks now. It's fantastic.
Look at you being
Fantastic.
fancy. All right,
I
so
am.
thank you for everyone for tuning in. Make sure you can download the audio version on Spotify and rate it. Tell us what you think. We need to know.
Share it to your friends.
Share it to
Ask
your
them about
friends.
maggots.
Share
Bully
with your
them.
friends.
Make them listen.
Bully your friends.
Yeah.
Tell them you love them. Make it awkward.
Yeah,
Like-
you can do all that.
tell them that this is what you need in your life is for them to listen and be a fan of us. And
Your
without
friendship
it,
depends on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
you to do this. I need
This is
to
the
do
ultimate friendship commitment.
Yeah, real friends listen to the Weebs, Dweebs, and the Interweebs podcast.
Oh yeah.
What's it? Then they respond, "Oh, cute.
Oh, that's.
Oh, that's
I'll totally check it out later.
Oh, okay."
But you don't quit there. Every week. Every week. You're like, no, listen to it. And you sit there and make them listen to the hour thing while you watch them like this. This part's good.
You didn't laugh. You didn't laugh.
You
Why
didn't
aren't you
laugh at
laughing?
that part. Hold on, let me rewind it for you.
Yeah.
Did you not hear what we said?
All right.
It's funny. All right.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.